It's you and me, no place I'd rather be. Ding dong, hello, let's make this house a home. Welcome to Spencer and Sarah's house.
Oh hi, oh hi, oh hi.
Hey, how you doing? How's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm reading way too many books right now.
Yeah,
So I switched from Goodreads to Pagebound, which I'm loving, by the way.
hell yeah.
Um, I'm reading The Ballad of Perilous Graves, the first Bridgerton book, The Duke and I, and I'm also listening to the short story that's like a prequel to Legends and Lattes called Pages to Fill.
Mm,
I'm like, oh,
that's a lot.
stressing because Pagebound lets you plan if you want you can plan out your year of reading, like you can be like, okay, I'm going to read these 3 books in January, I'll read these and like
Wow,
you
that's
can do
nice.
that. And I'm behind in the plan, so
Yeah.
and there's just so much happening in every book and I'm like, oh my god, but I'm almost done with the Bridgerton book. And
Nice.
yeah, Ballad of Perilous Graves I'm actually listening to because I've been told there's like a soundtrack with it.
Mm,
um There's been some singing, but there hasn't been like really music yet, so I'm excited about it. Yeah.
nice. That's cool.
So many things. So many things.
Yeah.
But good also.
Nice.
Um yeah. What else? I don't know. And then yeah, Brewer and I have just been really into playing like card games a lot and stuff like that. Toshi's giving me
Mm.
the scariest look right now. Sorry. We just locked eyes and I was like, oh, he's really mad. I kicked him off my lap earlier. Ah! That's so much happening. Um yeah, but I think that's about it. What about you?
Nice. I'm good. I today I just did my Etsy shop rebrand for my crafting stuff, which
I
I'm really
saw it
excited
was giving
about.
me Fourth Wing vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, for those listening, I used to have an Etsy shop called Craftsy Waftsy Co. where I just made random shit and sold it. And I decided to go for a rebrand called Craftsy Waftsy Fantasy, to like narrow down and focus on like D&D fantasy related things. So I'm really happy to just get that done and to put up my first thing, which is my D20 tapestry. I'm really excited about. So that's been really fun. And then uh, and then I treated myself to a little another little rando box thing. And I got a little Hello Kitty
Ah,
sploot,
little sploot kitty.
which is
Love.
cute. But yeah,
I have not
everything good.
played Hello Kitty in a hot minute. I really need to get back into it. But then the Animal Crossing update dropped this week.
I've seen that, yeah.
It is so good. The quality of life updates alone are amazing. So like before, if you wanted to craft something, you better have those resources in your pocket, you know?
Yeah.
But now if you like don't have enough, you can pull from like your storage in your house so you don't have to
Oh,
run all the way
nice.
back anymore.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good. And they added Rossetti. I wish I had done this. I was thinking about this the other day. I wish I had gone back and looked at my PowerPoint I did, my bring your own topic on here. I was like, these are what I want from the updates. So I was like, I wonder if any of these came true. But they brought Rossetti back and he's like a he so like you if it used to be like if you wanted to start over the like theme or decoration of your island, you had to pick everything up, and now you can either have him reset the whole island
Yeah.
or you can pick a specific area. So I
Ooh.
am the type of player where like I was just picking up flowers and planting them on my beach to get them out of the way. So my beaches were just covered in flowers and it's so dumb. And now I'm like, I don't even want these anymore. So I was like, I'm gonna try it out. So I assigned him to clean just one beach, and the way it just was like so amazing afterwards. I was like, oh my God, this is so incredible. Yeah.
Yay.
And they added like a hotel, so like that's been really fun and that's taken up a lot of my time lately.
Cool. That's fun.
Yeah, it's been really, really fun. And Brewer's playing it now. He made a character and he lives on my island. And so, like, I
Aw.
opened my mailbox and he keeps sending me things in the mail. And I'm just, oh my God, this is
Cute.
so fun. I love this. So,
That's fun.
yeah, I gotta get back into Hello Kitty so bad.
It's good.
God.
It's been really good recently. And like their events have gotten like the things that they've like changed how they organize the things you can get now for each event. So it's like broken down by like furniture stuff you can get and clothing and stuff, and it's really nice.
Ooh,
It's
okay,
good
nice.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm just like scared because the only active tasks I have right now are like long-term tasks, like
Mm.
collecting whatever amount of things for Choco Cat and stuff like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything else is relying on Wish Me Mel.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like scared, but I think I just gotta get in there and grind. I just
Yeah.
gotta go. It'll be
Definitely.
fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is going on? Um, I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, I don't have any other updates beyond that. My niece and nephew are really, really chatty now. They say a
Nice.
lot more words now. Um, and they're just crazy. They're just nuts. Um, my niece is really into biting right now, which is
Nice.
very unfortunate. Never, um, but they're just at that stage where like they are kind of talking but not really. So I feel like they get frustrated so easily because
Yeah.
like to them they're like, "But I'm saying the word you taught me."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why don't you get what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so funny.
Nice.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that's it over here.
Nice. Hell yeah. Well, today
Mm.
we're gonna be playing a game, a card game. Is it a card game or is it just a thing with questions?
Um, so I think there is a way to play it as if like there were rules.
Mm.
I mean, I think there is like a sort of like building of a
Mm.
story going on, but we tend to just ask them back and forth, and then you can like let it become a conversation if you want, like ask
Mm.
follow-up questions or anything like that.
Hell
Or you
yeah.
can just like answer it straight up. Some of them are deep, some of them are like we played this last night and one of them was like, "What show have you been rewatching?" And the other one was like, "If you could redo last year, what would you change?" So it's like
Oh,
it's a
great.
very wide
Fantastic. Yeah.
range.
Fun.
Here, this one was the first one I had last time. Let me shuffle these a little bit just so that
And what's
I
it
don't
called
get one
again?
I've already had. It's called Tails. This is the Friends edition.
Cute.
And we have a bunch of these. I was telling Sarah, we have one for like if you're gonna play with your family. There's like family friendly ones. If you're gonna play with like your romantic partner,
Mm.
if you want to play with your friends, and then there's another one called Life Story. I have not played that one yet. I don't really know. That seems like one that's like if you're really trying to like get to know someone on an
Mm.
individual level.
Okay.
I have no idea though.
Fun. Yeah.
Do you want to answer a question first, or should I answer first?
I don't
Or
mind
we can
answering.
always both answer too. We've
Let's do
played this
that.
also in like
Yeah.
groups where like everybody answers.
Let's do that. I
So,
think that'd be fun.
okay. What's something you hate the most? No, what's something you hate that most people love?
Ooh.
Something you hate that most people love? Hmm.
I mean, over here, as a UK thing, everyone over here loves chocolate and orange, and I hate that. I'm trying to think if there's another thing.
In that vein, I hate key lime pie. I hate
I don't like it.
citrusy sweets as well.
Mm.
Like I can do like lemonade or like lemon
Yeah.
sorbet,
Yeah.
but like yeah, I have a hard time with like whoa, did you hear
I just,
that?
I just heard a voice in the distance.
These people over here, they're hilarious. Yeah, I can't do citrus stuff either. Something I love, something that I hate that most people love. I don't know. Hmm. Nosferatu?
Yeah. Oh, Frankenstein? Yeah.
I didn't see that yet.
Have we talked about Frankenstein at all?
No, I haven't seen
I
it
must
though.
have.
Guillermo del
It's
Toro's Frankenstein?
yeah. I think it's worth watching. It's really well made. It's well acted. It's cute. I just think the narrative choice that they made, I think failed them
Oh
spectacularly in my opinion.
no.
But everyone else
God.
loves it, so I could be wrong, and it's just my opinion. But I was like, they could have done this so much better, and I would have like been more interested. But for me, the movie felt too long, and I was bored. I was like, I have no interest in any of these characters, even though they're doing a great job, and like it
Hmm.
looks beautiful. But I was like, the narrative could have been a better structure.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else, honestly. I feel like I kind of conform a little bit.
I think there's not much I really like hate that
Yeah,
I would
I
oppose
can
other
think of.
people on.
I get maybe flying. I've met a lot of people who like flying or don't mind it or
Mm,
like love like the convenience of it is outweighs anything else, but like,
yeah.
oh God, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm such a mess. So maybe that's something, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
can name something I love that I feel like most people hate.
Yeah.
Should we do that too?
Let's do that. Yeah.
I love doing the dishes. I
Whoa.
love doing the dishes. I
Whoa.
Brewer, I love you, but he's will sometimes try to wash the dishes for me, and I'm like, don't do it, because I'm going to redo all of them, and I
Don't
just
you
want to
dare.
wash them once and be done.
That's
No.
awesome.
I love dishes. He just bought me a pair of like rubber dish gloves because I was
Oh,
cleaning the
fun.
we have like a garlic presser that's like
Mm,
round, and you like just hit the top of it, but it's
yeah.
like a zigzag blade. And I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
cleaning in between it, and I accidentally like slipped my finger on it. And so he got me these gloves so I can protect my hands.
Nice.
But yeah, I love doing the dishes. They're just
That's
so
awesome.
clean, and I know they're clean, and I know I can eat off them.
That's so funny.
There's also something about like having a mountain of dishes and then getting to the sink at the bottom, just being like, oh,
Mm,
what an accomplishment.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there something you love that most people hate?
I would say the only thing that's coming to mind is I love watching baseball. Like I don't actively
Hmm.
pursue it, but like I if I go to a baseball game, I will love watching it and I won't be bored. Where I feel like a lot of people complain about how boring baseball is, and I'm like
Oh,
I eat every moment up. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I think it's the best time. It's so fun.
me too. I love baseball. I'm like
Yeah.
that. I'm like that. I hate watching football. And it's like hard
Yeah.
because like someone explained it to me once,
Yeah.
and I went through the whole game being like, "Oh, okay, like I totally understand what's happening." But
Yeah.
it's out of my mind now. As soon as the game ended, I was like, "I don't need this information anymore," and I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Control Alt deleting it from my brain. It's
Yes.
just like
Definitely.
I don't get it. But fun fact, I don't know if you're keeping up with Super Bowl, but the Bears need to win two more games before they're in the Super Bowl.
That
Where are my Chicago fans?
I think it'd be great for the Bears to make it to the Super Bowl and also Bad Bunny playing the Super Bowl as well. I just feel like is a great combination, you
It'd
know?
be such a good combo. Yeah, I think I was talking to my dad about this. I think it's been 25 years since the Bears were in the Super Bowl, or 25 since they even made it to the playoffs. It's something like that. Like it's been like 25
Oh,
years since something of this significance has happened to the Bears.
okay. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been really
Nice.
good this year. So
Hell yeah. Good.
great. All right. What's your most desperate or shameful hookup story?
Oh,
I'm gonna be so for real. I'm pretty vanilla. I don't think I've ever hooked up with anybody as like a one-time thing. It's
mm,
either been like a situationship casual or like I've been
hmm
in relationships. So I don't know if I have an answer to this one.
that's my only one. That's the closest. Because I also don't. That's not really. I don't do that either. But the closest thing I have is when we were in college, and I was with some people. And we went to a frat party, and there was a guy I made out. I got so blackout drunk that I
Oh
made
no.
out with a guy who is gay. And I woke up the next day with hickeys all over my neck. And like this, the next day was our like orientation for school. I think this was my senior year. It must have been because for some reason I was on stage talking about something, so I was in front of the entire theater department on the big ass stage with hickeys on my neck with like makeup on it to cover it up, and I was like, this is rough. And I don't know. I got so drunk, and I don't know what happened. But I remember like I just I was like, oh God. I was like, I can never ever do that again.
Oh my
It did
God.
not feel good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. Wow, first of all, let me just say, I must have been there at that assembly as also part of the theater department. And
Yep.
I can't remember seeing anything on your neck, so, I think you're
Yeah.
okay. And it
I think
maybe you could have gone your whole life with no one knowing this information.
no, I remember I called Jordan right after it happened and I was like, I need you to pick me up. I was like, I need you to come get me. And then and he was like, you could only see it if you knew to look for it. You could see it on stage. So I think I
Yeah.
was mostly in the clear.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like I think I've only ever been in like a relationship or like I was, in something with someone I had known before. And so it was like
Yeah.
it wasn't yeah. I just don't have an answer for this.
That's fair.
And you know what? That's an answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, what skill do you wish you could instantly master?
Oh,
That's
I'm
such a
between.
good one. I think about this all the time.
I mean, now that I'm in my drawing phase, I wish I could just draw right away. So it'd be that or drumming, drum set.
Okay.
Both of those.
I would want to be able to pick up languages easily. And I think, honestly, just math.
Nice, nice.
I'm so bad at math. Like, so the Brewer and I play Dutch Blitz, which involves, it's really fun, but there's a lot of math involved because it's like at the end of each round, if you have cards in your hand, like each one is worth -2. And then you get points back at the end of the round, but it's only 1 point. So, like, there's a lot of like negatives and positives and adding of negative positives together. And I've been using my calculator a lot. And then now I'm trying to like, Bruce so good at quick math. I am so bad at it. So I'm trying to like, instead of using my calculator, I just sit there and I go, okay, a -40 plus 180. Like, it's so bad. I can't do it. So I would just want to be good at math.
Hell
Quick
yeah.
math, please. Oh, and also just like I don't know what you would like call this, but like I'd just like to be like better at understanding like stuff like taxes and like like business strategy and stuff. I feel like I'm just there's
Yeah,
like so
yeah.
many like adult things that feel
Yeah.
outside of my and I'm just like I just wish I knew everything already.
Yeah.
Wish I knew how to do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you answer that? What was yours again? You said
Drawing and drumming.
drawing drum. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, if you could eliminate one minor inconvenience from your daily life forever, what would it be? The cat's dragging the litter around. I know that's just their lives, but if there was a way for the litter to always stay in the litter box, that would be so great. And I'm sure all cat owners would agree with me.
That's great.
It trails with them. Toshi likes to sleep on my pillow at night, and I will put my phone under my pillow so that I can hear my alarm. And I was trying to grab it last night, and all I was feeling under my pillow was like cat litter, and I was like, "This is not okay."
Ugh.
An adjustment.
Yuck. Yeah.
I just loved
Uh,
him so much. It's worth it.
I think at the moment, what comes to mind is having to like tie my shoes and like bend down and tie my shoes because like the shoes that I have, the laces are like if I only single knot them, they always come undone. So I have to go and double knot them. But then so when I come back home, I have to like bend down and like undo the knot in order to untie my shoes, and that just to me is so annoying. I wish I could just like pull the string and let it become
Let it be
undone.
done.
Yeah, that's my minor inconvenience at the moment.
Hell yeah. Very good. Ooh. How are you different from 5 years ago? Uh,
So we're 24.
yeah.
What
What
year is that?
year?
2021.
Yeah, so right after the pandemic. Well, Still in the pandemic, but after the start of the
Yeah.
pandemic.
I was fully unemployed and broke.
I was living at home, working from home.
I was trying to do my yoga
Oh,
teaching
yeah.
stuff. That's what I was doing, which I just don't do anymore. I
Yeah,
don't
you
touch it.
should though. You're so good. I remember after one of the yoga sessions we did, the way
Mm,
you like explained like when you're laying down flat, right?
mm,
And you're doing that like I'm absorbing what I just did. You did
yeah.
like a I don't know what it was called, but like when you were talking to me, you were like imagine like a laser or something from the top of your head
Mm,
down
mm-hmm.
sort of deal. And it was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, the way you described it, I was so locked in and like I literally just like felt all the negative cells in my body go blah, 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 blah,
Hell yeah.
like leave. And I was like, dang, that's crazy.
That's great. I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear it.
Um, I would say I feel much more like settled in myself. Like I used to be
Mm,
so like unfunctionally like anxious all the
mm,
time and like so worried about what other people thought of me and like wanted to be this reliable there for you but like at my own expense and I was like so lost in like what I was looking for in my life.
mm,
I feel like now I have like much clearer goals. I have a better handle on my anxiety. I would say there is a part of me that still gets like, oh, did that person like me? Did I come off well in that conversation?
mm,
But I think it's more like I like want to be conscious of my emotions and other people's while still not taking on somebody else's like
mm-hmm.
burden, I guess, or like
Yeah.
emotional, sort of deal. So I just feel like a lot freer. Like I'm
Hell
in
yeah.
a relationship that I am happy about and love and like yeah, I just feel so much more adult than I did 5 years
Mm-hmm.
ago.
I agree. Yeah, I feel like I understand myself better,
Yeah.
which is really nice. Because I feel like I'm so curious about myself and just being a person. And I feel like I'm in a place where I'm like, I understand a lot about myself and like a lot more than I did 5 years ago, which is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Deep question. I like that though.
Yeah.
I wish you could hear Toshi. He's like very cutely asleep right now next to me.
Oh.
And he's doing big snores and he keeps going like sleep.
That's cute.
I love the cats. That's why the litter is just a minor inconvenience. I love them. Ooh, which culture's approach to life makes you think I wish we did it that way here?
Which culture's approach to life?
Yeah. Hmm.
I think for me, I something I've struggled to put this into words before, like articulate on it, but I've always felt that like being in America and being in a place where a country that was like colonized by other countries, there's like there's a culture that's been developed about America, but there's no like rooted grounding in like coming from something in that country, if that makes sense. Whereas I feel like I think about for me like the like who would it be? Like my family, we have a lot of like Colombian friends and just like I find cultures that are in Central America and South America are just so like full of love and like this like communal connection that I feel like I don't experience as much. That is like something I'm always like, oh, I would love to like be more in that, and I wish that was around. That's what I
Yeah.
think of. Just like community and that kind of communal aspect. I think colonization has fully destroyed in a way.
Gotcha. When I read this question, I was thinking more in the terms of uh like health wise, like health insurance is a hot topic here, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
I was
definitely.
thinking of countries where like universal health care is a thing or like
Yeah.
it's you're if something's coming up on a scan, they're not like, oh, you have to wait a couple months. So like, let's get this figured out now. Like prioritizing the health of your citizens and your community so that people like are healthy, are active in their communities, like want to go to work, are able to go to work. Like that's kind of like I think of it in that sort of sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate countries who have figured out how to either make healthcare free and that works or affordable at least because like if you're not feeling your best, how can you ever, like you
Yeah.
want to start from a good base. And I feel like here, like we were just talking about here, how it took a year for them
Mm-hmm.
to figure out what was going on with me and to
Yeah.
do like anything about it. It took me a year just to get on a medication to take down the inflammation in my stomach. Like it was like it's such a process here and like you see so many like there's this guy on Instagram right now who's blowing up because his insurance denied his liver transplant. He's like I need this like
Yeah.
and I can't get a hold of my caseworker and like I think countries who have created like working bureaucracy or working infrastructure that makes it like accessible, I think like I really wish we were able to do that here and find a way because right now it just like
Yeah.
isn't working and like yeah, it's so discouraging when you're not when you feel like I just want to like like live and you're not giving me the means to do that and it's like how can I be a contributing member of society if I'm like working through illnesses, not taking sick days, like you know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
that's what I went to immediately. So
Absolutely. 100%.
yeah. Ah, goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Spencer and Sarah's House can be listened to on all podcast streaming platforms as well as watched on YouTube. You can find Spencer and Sarah on Instagram and TikTok at @SASHousePod, SAS House Pod. For bonus content like our Book Corner episodes, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/SASHousepod. Thanks for listening and supporting us. Now back to the episode.
Oh my God, this question's so perfect and lighter. I don't mind a serious one, but
Yeah.
let's bring the room up a little. What topic would you cover if you had a podcast?
That's awesome.
Apparently, all of them.
Yeah. Whatever we want.
Yeah, that's
Is
why I
there
did.
is there something we've talked about or we haven't talked about that you think would be good to cover or fun to cover?
I don't know, because I feel like anything. Like I like to talk a lot about like mental health and like personal struggles and whatnot on here, and I think that's like relatable in a broader sense. So I feel like
Yeah,
we hit those pretty well. But I
I
mean, maybe
agree.
this is a question for our audience. What
You're so
when
right.
do you, what topics should we get to? I don't
Yeah.
know. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like yeah. I like talking about things similar to like mental health stuff, but like just like societal structures, I guess, that are like why does this exist and how does that impact us
Hmm.
and stuff. Like gender constructs and all that type of stuff, I think
Yeah.
is where my mind goes to. But
Yeah.
hey, when you got a podcast where it's a variety podcast, we could do whatever the fuck we want.
That is the limit.
Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Perfect. Ooh, which fictional character would you want to be besties with?
Oh,
Eda from the Owl House, one hundo,
hell yeah.
and probably like Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Let's say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Are we doing just animation?
no, I think you can do anything.
Oh God. Okay.
I've also been watching a lot of Bridgerton lately, and I do love Eloise. I'd love to be besties with her.
Yeah.
Anybody excited for the new season?
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. I can't wait. Benedict I think is my favorite Bridgerton. Benedict and Eloise are my favorite Bridgertons. So I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're great.
They're so
I'm just looking. I'm just trying to look at what I've watched so I can figure it out. This feels like the biggest question in my mind, and I'm like, I can't fuck up this
Would
answer.
you don't want to be like team captain of the high Q volleyball team?
That would be awesome. That would be great. Um, I'm kind of leaning towards like Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Oh, that's such a good. We've been watching a lot of Bob's Burgers too.
So good.
Okay, wait. I have a quick like
K-pop
Bob's.
Demon Hunters.
Oh, duh. Literally all of
That's the
them,
yeah
right?
yeah yeah yeah
Yeah,
yeah
the
yeah.
tiger.
Great.
Um, I have a quick side aside about Bob's Burgers. So Brew and I are
Yeah.
watching all of it to like all the way through to then watch the new season because we haven't watched any of it. And we just watched this episode yesterday where we were so angry with the Linda storyline. It was like
Oh.
so like the kids plot was like Mr. Frond brought his cat to school and they were trying to like get it for him. And then the Linda
Yes.
and Bob storyline was like the kids were doing like a college talk at school and Linda was like feeling a certain way and the author of this like Snail and Newt books she read to the kids like comes to
Yes.
the restaurant and like Linda goes crazy like she's holding her hostage, she's telling the tow
Yes.
truck not to come, she's following her
Yes.
into the funeral home like and Brew and I are sitting there like this feels like character assassination, like she's so out of control, like what is going on, like yes Linda is wild but like not this wild, like who like who wrote this episode, like what's going on, like who approved this, like and so we were upset about it. And then we were talking about it later at lunch, and I was like, well, she did like in the first season have a B&B in their apartment and basically locked everybody in with like bugs. So like it's like not entirely out of the realm of Linda possibility, but it was like such
Yeah.
an aggravating episode because I was like, she isn't usually this crazy though. Like what's
Yeah.
happening? It was so nuts.
I like to think of it as like there's a certain things that will push her to like her limit where
Yeah.
she'll just lose it. Even if it's not typical, they'll be like she has a certain day where she's just off and she's like, I'm just jumping off the deep end on this one.
Yeah, because we were talking about that too with the episode where like Tina has to write about like a hometown hero or something. So they track down that lady from the CD and they're like hopping on rocks behind her houseboat. We were like, this
Yeah.
is crazy too. Because I was like, I feel like this only really, this level of crazy in Linda only comes out when it's related to Gail. Like smashing
Yes.
her pumpkin so Gail doesn't feel bad. Like
Yes.
going to Yale's like or Gail's like yurt art thing so that she's not teaching it nobody. Like I'm like I was like, what is happening? This is so crazy.
Yes. Oh
It's
my
so
god.
nuts.
It makes
No,
me think of
Linda.
the Valentine's Day episode where Jimmy's going on like a date with some other girl and they like go with the limo and they sneak in and like crash the date.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's so funny.
That's
Oh.
so funny. I love that show. I just watched an interview Lauren did where there's like an episode where the kids are eating tacos, but they're eating them from the top up,
Uh,
like holding it like normal but going on top
yes.
instead of to the side.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, but apparently there's like a theory in the community that like they eat like because people are like, why would they animate that way? And so they were like, people are saying there's a theory that because they're like burger kids, they eat that's how they eat it how they eat a burger. But I'm like, that
Oh.
doesn't make any sense either. Because if they were eating it how they'd eat a burger, they'd go like still from the side, but like this, or they'd flip the taco and do it like that. You know,
Yes,
like
yeah.
you're not eating a burger, taking a bite out of the top bun and then
Yeah,
going
yeah.
down. Like I was like, I don't understand this. And Lauren was just like, I didn't know that was a thing. I'm assuming, we had like a stand-in food in the storyboards and the animators were just like, I don't know what this is. I'm just It was
That's
so
so
funny to
funny.
me.
That's great.
I love it. Okay. Ooh, if you built a $10 million dream home, what awesome rooms would it have? And the word awesome is in this. That was not an add-on.
Ooh.
A Beauty and the Beast library.
Hell yeah.
A conservatory? Is that the one where it's like in a greenhouse sort of dealio,
Yes.
you know?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My big thing is I've always wanted to have one of those like in-ground couches.
Ooh, like a
That like
conversation pit?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, love
That's
that.
important to me. What else? Just like my own like yoga gym studio I think would be really nice. Or
Hell
like a
yeah.
recording studio too. That'd be nice.
Ooh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love.
Hell yeah.
Who was your celebrity crush in high school?
High school.
Mm,
High school.
I
Who
know.
did?
Um. Wow.
There was a. I'm trying to like run through high school because middle school was Jonas Brothers, and like I
Yeah.
kind of like held that flame for high school, but like
Yeah.
I was into The Wanted, a UK boy band, and I was obsessed with Nathan Sykes and Siva. Those are
Oh
my
my God.
two. So I thought about those two a lot. Oh, and what's his name? I think it's Nick Thoreau. There was a show called Jane by Design,
I don't know.
uh, and he was like her best friend. And he was no, that's not it. Hang on, Jane by Design.
God,
Nick Rue. He was also in Lemonade
Gru.
Mouth. I was obsessed with
Okay.
him. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I can't even think of a celebrity crush because high school was the height of my anime times. So I was not
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
But there were voice actors I loved. Like, um, Richard Ian Cox was a huge one for me. Travis Willingham. I don't know. I didn't. All my crushes were anime characters.
I love that.
Sadie.
Hell yeah.
Oh, tell the story of your worst kiss. Oh. Hmm.
I mean, mine would have just been the one of the story I already shared. That was bad.
I can't think of like the structure of the kiss being bad, but I think
Yeah.
I think it was my first kiss. I didn't know it was
Mm.
coming, so I ate this like sandwich with like horseradish and stuff on it, and the whole
Nice.
time after I was like, my breath was probably so bad, so like that soured it. But
Yeah.
I don't ever remember being like, ugh,
Yeah.
terrible kiss.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a bad one.
Yeah. Wow. I feel like we're lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
That seems like something that's rare.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the people that have kissed for being good at it.
I have nothing to thank them for, but I'm grateful.
That maybe I'll say it like that. I'm grateful for all of your skills.
Yeah.
What hobby have you been doing consistently for the longest time? I would say drawing for me. Either like drawing and doodling or like now it's evolved to adult coloring books.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Adult in the sense of like nothing risque, but like coloring books for adults. And reading probably. I've like waxed and waned in how much I do it, but always reading.
Yeah.
Yep. Hmm. Yeah, that
Nice.
would be mine.
Mine, I've crochet is a big one because that one I've done consistently since I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a long time. That's like 15 years, okay? And then, and then, music. I think just music itself because I've been playing the piano since I was 6, and I've
Mm-hmm.
always been doing something musical, since then. Would
Nice.
be pretty long.
Hell yeah. Oh, what comforts you when you're sad?
Oh, my teddy bear and my massive Kuromi now.
Oh yeah. Kurumai. I always like to do something I call floor time, which is just like I just lay on the floor. I think it's just
Nice.
like I like to feel like I'm at the lowest point I could possibly be at, and it
Mm,
feels like it's like that metaphor of like when you're emotionally drained and you're just like leaning against a wall. I feel like that's like the
yeah.
physical
Mm-hmm.
for me. And like when I lay on the floor, the cats come lay next to me and
Aw.
yeah, or like Brewer will come lay down on the floor with me for a while. Like I
Mm-hmm.
really like floor time.
Yeah.
And my mom, I talk to my mom when I'm
Mm.
sad.
Mm-hmm.
You knew.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like my teddy bear when I think of how I've had my teddy bear since I was a baby and I go,
Mm.
this teddy bear has seen me through my entire life. So I'm like, you get it and you're here for me is what I think of every time I'm sad. I'm like,
Then
it's like the
stay
most
one.
comfortable thing.
Yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
then if I'm like trying to make myself feel better, because I think that's like more like sit in the sadness, and then when I'm ready to like feel better, I'll be like, let's get a fun snack. And because I love like I think when I have food that I'm excited about, it makes me feel better too.
Yeah. And honestly, like I know most of the time crying just goes hand in
Mm.
hand with sadness. But like I always feel better after I cry.
Yeah.
Even if it's like emotionally I'm not ready to move on yet, like it just helps get the
Mm-hmm.
weight off, you know?
Definitely.
So I love a
100%.
good cry.
Yeah.
Yesterday I took a edible, or not yesterday, maybe a few days ago I took an edible, and I got down this rabbit hole of like I like those YouTube channels where people like react to other media because I like hearing like
Me
people's
too.
like opinions and like things they
Yeah.
catch that I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I got down this rabbit hole of watching people watch Arcane, and then I was like
Yeah.
sobbing over Jinx and
Yeah.
Isha, and then
Yeah.
just kept watching sad reacts like to the reveal of Professor Snape's memories and Harry Potter, and like it just like went down this like horrid rabbit hole of just like any like sad emotional huge reveal in a
Yeah.
show or a movie I was watching and just like laying on the couch crying.
That's so funny.
Felt good though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's something you pretend to understand but actually don't at all? I don't think I ever pretend. I just go, I don't get it, and I don't want to, and then I get mad.
I'm guilty of when someone mentions something or references something, I just nod my head and go along. And like I don't think like I don't have that moment of like, "Oh, what do you mean by that?" I just go, "Uh-huh." And then I go,
Uh-huh.
"Wait, now I have no idea." And if they ask me anything about it, I'll have to be like, "I lied. I don't know."
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm trying to like stop that and just be like, I can ask questions. I don't think I do. I forget to.
Yeah.
What do I pretend? There's nothing I
I don't know if I pretend anything.
I mean, at work, I pretend that I understand technology, but I just Google things. But I'm not. I don't lie about that. People just go, "Sarah, you'll know this," and I go, "Okay," and then I find the answer.
Oh God. Yeah. I don't know. I think I used to do that a lot when I was younger, but now I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I don't know something. Like I'll look it up
Hmm.
or I'll ask or
Yeah.
I'll do my best to understand it, and if I don't, I don't, and it's fine. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just struggle. I just don't think to be like, "Oh, you can ask and say, hey, I don't understand that, or I don't get that." I think
Yeah.
it's like a comfort thing because I don't want to make someone have to explain it or like feel like it's not being understood. Like I want them to feel
Mm.
understood, so I go, "Yeah," and then I'm like, "Wait, but I actually don't know."
I think for me, there's sort of a complex around feeling stupid. Like I had a really
Mm.
hard time in school, like understanding a lot of basic, what seems, basic like math and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just remember so many times people being like, "How do you not get this?" And so now
Mm.
it feels very scary to be wrong or to
Mm.
say I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's something I've been working on in the past like year or two, just be like, I don't need to please someone by pretending to know something I don't or like
Yeah.
agreeing with something I don't agree with. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, for me it's just like I don't want to look dumb, but also it's like
Hmm.
I'll look worse if I like fuck up because you didn't ask, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
I
definitely.
don't know. That's one of those things. Where would you like to retire and what would you do in retirement? Hey, we already know this one. We're living together on a beachside cottage. Hey.
Yeah.
But if that wasn't the case, what would
That's
you
still
do?
what I pictured. that is that is where I'm going, whether you join me or not.
Yeah, got it. Same here. Perfect.
Perfect.
I would really like to have some sort of like animal
Mm.
rescue of some kind too. I mean, I just like I always feel bad
Yes.
watching those like videos on Instagram where it's like this dog is on the euthanization list and I'm like just
Yeah.
send them. I just want to be like send them to my
Just send him
house.
over.
Like send them
I
over.
would love. Let's do that. That
Yeah,
sounds great.
great.
Oh, I'd be so
Perfect.
good at that. Oh,
And we just have a bunch of fun little animals running around.
yeah. Oh.
I'm really obsessed with this account. I'm sure maybe you've seen it. It's really big on Instagram right now where it's I wish I could remember. I think it's called like Maple and Friends. It's somebody who has like a bunch of reptiles and amphibians and they're on like day 58 of rescuing a dragon named Reggie. He's like a little
Oh.
lizard.
Yeah.
And I just keep being like, "Dang, lizards are cute. Maybe we should rescue lizards also." So
Hell yeah.
cute. Where would you love to vacation for 1 month if it was entirely free?
I think Japan.
I was gonna say Japan. Me too.
I just think I just want to go. I'm
Me
like
too.
I don't know any of the language, which is what makes me nervous. But like, it just seems like a great place.
There's a guy I follow.
Mm.
His name is Paolo, I think. I can't remember what the account is called. It's like Paolo from Tokyo or something like that, but he lives in Tokyo and he does like a bunch of different videos where it's like day in the life of a like a construction worker and he follows somebody through their entire
Mm.
day, but like they all live in
Oh.
Japan and it's like
Yeah.
cool because you get to like learn about their job obviously, but also like a lot of times he'll be like you get to see so much of Japan and like how their daily lives go. And then he does other stuff where it's like day in the life of a whatever. Like I'm gonna try this
Mm.
restaurant today, and it's like really cool. And I feel like he like captures everything so nicely.
Mm.
Like unbiasedly is what I'm trying to say. Like he's just
Mm.
like this is how it's like here, and it's really cool. It's a cool
Mm.
series. So I watch that when
Nice.
I need the itch
Hell
scratched.
yeah. Nice.
I'd also say like somewhere like Hawaii or the Maldives. You know, like somewhere really exotic
Mm.
and cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
Would you rather be the funniest or smartest person in the room?
Funniest.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
insecurity says smartest, but I think I'd rather be
Mm.
the funniest.
Yeah. I just think that's more fun.
What's a food that seemed totally normal to your family growing up, but is actually disgusting? I mean, we've talked about meatloaf on here.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
I hate meatloaf, but we had it
Yeah.
all the time.
There was something that's like been a part of my family. It came from like my dad's side. Is my grandma used to make her kids split pea soup with cut up hot dogs in it.
Ooh.
Which like it doesn't taste that bad, but like as a kid it's absolutely disgusting. And but my mom then, because my dad told my mom about it, every Halloween my mom would make this soup. So then me and my sister would have to eat it as well because my dad made one comment before that he used to have it. His mom used to make it, so now she used to make it every year. And everyone, I think like we as a family talk about how weird it is.
Mm.
Um, and someone tried to remake it this year for Christmas, and it didn't go. It wasn't that good. Uh, yeah, but I don't know if there's anything else that's like we thought was normal that isn't.
Yeah.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah, I can't think of anything really. Mm, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is the most secluded place you've ever been? Hmm.
Like geographically.
I don't know, because what came to mind for me was when I lived alone out here in my one
Mm-hmm.
bed, and I
Yeah.
also worked from home, and it was just
Yeah.
like I was never leaving. I was like, it was so quiet and lonely. It's like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty secluded. Otherwise, when my parents made us all do religious education in school, and we had to go on a retreat, that
Oh
felt
yeah.
like it felt like we had portaled to like somewhere where it the only thing that existed was this retreat. Like I
Mm.
couldn't tell you where it was. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like weird because like I wasn't alone there obviously, but it was just like it felt so removed from my
Mm-hmm.
reality at the time.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're talking about your apartment in LA. That makes me think like, oh, here's kind of secluded because I work from home. Don't really know anyone else around. Um, but where else have I been? I'm trying to think of like if there's like a place I've been that's just been kind of like in the middle of nowhere.
Mm.
which I guess would be like if it was like the most like removed area, I would say like maybe Poland. I went to a wedding in Poland that was like not in like Krakow or Warsaw, so it was like kind of like in the middle of nowhere. Like you needed a car to be there, so that was
Mm.
like kind of secluded, but not.
That's
It was
cool.
fine. Yeah,
God. All right, maybe why don't you do one more and then be done?
yeah. Let's do that.
What was the worst job you've ever had?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Don't know. It's like hard because like I think there's parts of every job I've had that I liked,
Yeah,
but some jobs were more stressful than others, I would say. Like
yeah.
working at the restaurant when I was like 16 was like
Mm-hmm.
really intense. I remember I can't remember who, maybe it might have even been me. We had this thing that held all the salad. It was like a little like a big like cooler thingy, and you like opened this door and like use your tongs to like take it out,
Mm.
and a glass ended up in front of it, and it was in the middle of the rush, and I opened the door forgetting the glass was there, and it flew and like shattered. And so the rule is like any food like that was exposed to it has to get thrown away because you don't know if there's
Oh,
glass in it. And
yeah.
I had had the entire salad station open, so like all the dressings, all the toppings, we had to throw
Oh,
everything away, and it was
oh my
awful.
god. No.
I also got a friend a job there, and she just like would not show up to work, and it like made me
Oh
look bad. And so I
no.
resolved then and there at 16 to never like
Recommend
recommend a
someone.
friend for a job unless I knew they'd be good at it, or like knew
Yeah.
they wouldn't like put me, like they would actually make it ever.
Yeah.
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 Ugh,
Definitely.
so rough. I think she did have like stuff going on personally, so I do leave space for that, but it was just kind of like, oh man, like
Yeah.
this is reflecting on me. Like it was a
Yeah.
lesson. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. But also like
Yeah.
I learned I think everyone should work in a restaurant service industry job at least once in their life. It teaches you so much
Yeah.
about humans.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even like decide. I feel like there's a lot of like jobs I've done here. Like there's been like jobs where I'm like I was overworked and like unfairly overworked, but like it got me to where I am now in a sense. Like I have I was able to put the experience to a better job. But I feel like I feel like the roughest one, I'm gonna have to say, uh, being a kid sports coach. That was like my first job in Chicago, and like a friend got me that job, which I was really grateful for because that's what allowed me to move to Chicago and make a living. But I think that was like it was only 4 hours a day, and that drained me. So like I was depressed. I'd get home at 1 o'clock, have the whole like day and evening to myself, and I just like was drained and depressed the whole time. And I was like, I can't do this. I think I lasted like 2 3 months, and I was like, I can't. I don't like working with kids. It was like tiring, and yeah, there was a moment where they wanted me to start like doing courses by myself and not being the assistant anymore, and I went, I'm not doing that. And I went, I am leaving. I was like, thank you very much.
Uh,
It was a great, like, I'm really grateful for this, but this isn't for me anymore.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, working with kids is hard. I was like a theater camp counselor for kids, so we would do
Yeah.
like it was like kindergarten through third grade, and then it was like fourth grade through seventh grade or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we would put on like a mini version of a show in a week. And it was just like made no sense. How
Oh,
are we doing this? Like these kids can't
yeah.
read. Like it was a lot going on. And I was like 16, 17, had no childcare experience. Like it was
Yeah.
like kids are
Oh,
so impressionable. You're just like, how do I encourage them, but also be like, you need to learn your lines. Like it's just like
yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
But it was fun because I do love kids. But it was like, yeah, I remember that. I would come home every day like, ugh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm wiped. Kids are a lot.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard when you get like kids. Like there are some like really good kids and they're really cute and nice, and then there's other kids that are like just like really like they've got a lot of things going on, but you can't like reason with them. So I'm like, I don't know what to do then. I don't know how to help you, and you're bullying other kids. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know how to fix this,
Yes,
but you
exactly.
need to stop.
Oh, God, yeah. Kids, it's crazy. Like kids can be so kind or so mean, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like hard because like you want to instill in them like how, but you're also not the parent, so you feel like
Yeah.
there's a line there of like how like to handle it, I guess, in a way
Yeah.
where you're just like, this is
Mm-hmm.
something your parents should be talking to you about, but just so you know, you can't be this mean to people. Like it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny. Like when
No.
my niece and nephew were born, like let me think, like when they were like 3 months old is when they really started to like be babies and like moving and stuff. And I remember like they couldn't even really hold their heads up on their own yet, but like just like from like holding them, changing, feeding, like all that stuff, I remember just like going to bed at each night like whoa, like wiped,
Mm.
like, and it was like
Yeah.
barely doing anything. But I think there's also just like a stress component to children, like please, you need to be safe because kids are also so like breakable. It's
Yeah.
just like God, like stress for their lives all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be really alert for like ever.
For real, I FaceTime my dad today because he was over there with the babies, and
Mm.
they have learned how to climb on the coffee table. So they just stand on the
Oh,
coffee table, and then they're
great.
like, "Get down!" And the kids think it's so funny, and they try to jump off the coffee table, and
Yeah.
it's like so terrifying. I was like, "Thank God I'm not there." But
Yeah.
yeah, kids are crazy.
That's funny.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I feel like
Amazing.
that's that for that episode.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that.
I like that too.
We should
Structured.
do.
I feel like we.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, well, if anybody at home wants to play it, it's called Tales. This is the Friends edition, but there are many
Mm-hmm.
editions.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Where do you think we were today?
Ooh, I feel like we were sat around a coffee table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very chill.
Classic
I'm
game
literally by a
style.
coffee table right now.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Nice.
All
Great.
right. Well, let us know in the comments what your answers to some of these were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Great. All right.
Great. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.